Okay, hello again everybody, it's only me, Wushu Richard or Richard Clark. I'm making another video tonight. This is video number 4, okay, of this. This is the new series I'm making for people who are chairbound. It's chairbound martial arts and kung fu training for people who are in a chair in a seated position, be it by choice or by having no choice, okay? And if you're in a seated position and you need to defend yourself or keep healthy and train martial arts, you know, you can do it. And all martial arts is for everybody, and you should use everything and every position you're in your situation in your life as an advantage to you, and not see any disadvantages, not see any impossibilities. See possibilities and feel your power, not your weakness, okay? You've got to study your weaknesses and your spaces to understand what can be, you know, done with that and improved upon that. It's like you've got to understand your own power. The way I see it, just sharing my little bit of say, but you've got to feel your power and train more and develop yourself to be able to be more and more able. Never sit back or lay back and say, that's it, you know, I can't stand up, you know, because you can, and you can fly out the motherfucking chair. You're joking, okay? If I say that really, okay, but anybody, okay, so this is, inspired to me by Josh. Hello again, Josh. Uncle Cal, who inspired me to make this series, okay, and anybody else who's watching, okay. So what I want to say, okay, I want to say here, okay, is in this video I'm going to make it very simple and short. I'm going to show you a few techniques. I'm going to show you just upper body movements, okay. We're just focusing on that, okay, in this video. If you do have any movement in your legs or the chair anyway, we'll look at that later on as well more. But we're going to look at the upper body. A few techniques, okay. Standing, okay. When someone comes to attack you, it's the same as stand up usually, right? It's the same as standing up. Someone's either going to come and strike you or grab you and try to manhandle you in some way. You're in a chair, you're going to try to grab the chair, push the chair, pull you out of the chair, grab you and strike you, or maybe strike you first. They might even launch a kick out, a punch out, they might hit something at you, might even just threaten you towards certain things. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't take threats seriously, because you don't know what someone could do. But you've got to be ready for anything. But you've got to be able to capitalise. You can't rush. It gets so deep and difficult, and it can be even into stand-up situations. Now, you're standing there, you know. You're sitting there, and someone comes to attack you. You know, they might grab you and strike you. Someone might try to hold you down, while some other people are coming to attack you. There's more things to deal with. Don't put yourself in between a group of attackers, as I said before, standing up or sitting down or standing up. Again, what can you do then? Someone comes to attack you from the front, without using your legs, let's say. So in terms of utilising that whole route, the lower area, you are still sitting there. You can utilise the things like heavy thing, you're sitting there. You can imagine that, okay? Be light that you're heavy, but in that, that's enough. It's the same as I would be in a low stance, you're ready to like, take them over or trip or whatever, trip them up and then, you know, not necessarily sweep, but like trip them over and things. And it's like you've got to use anything. You can use that. If you can't use your legs so well and moving, fair enough. But that's okay. Things such as putting things in between your obstacles and tables and stuff too can be done with that. But for the upper hand, for the upper body, okay, we're not doing a lot of motion, okay, moving for this one, okay, especially too. Regardless of if you do have a lot of motion or not in your upper body ability in that. Anyway, we're standing here, we're sitting here, so we are standing here in this sitting position, okay? The same way as we would be sitting in our standing position when we're in a rooted kind of good stance in a way, in sometimes. You've got to see that it's all levels, no levels, all levels in a positive way and do the right thing and useful and fight versus defense of your life. So defense, talking about it. Counter blocks. Let's look at some strikes and counters basically. And someone's in front of me there, and if they're going to punch over my head, well, my head's not there, so they're going to lean down to punch me. They might be standing there, they might not lean over, and if they're not leaning over, it's hard to put them off balance, okay? If they aren't leaning over, if they're leaning over this way, you can like glide their hands across and things like that to pull them off of balance so it will fall over your chair or whatever. If they're coming from the side, again, you can pull them in and things like that, you know. Don't leave your back open to attack, as I said before. You don't need to move, don't move. Don't be trying to spin around and things like that and do things that are not useful to you if you feel you don't need to. You feel you can fight well, you know. You want to attack efficiently when you do attack. When you block, you want to make sure you can sometimes get a good hurt on the person, so that, you know, that's an attack in itself. I was like, it's slower if you're going to block an attack, block and then attack. So that's really slow. So you want to simultaneously block and attack. You see, or the block itself is going to hurt as well as you're going in with that attack. But don't want to just attack blindly whenever you attack. You don't want to attack and leave yourself open, vulnerable to attack. It's a counter, but you want to do the thing efficiently, as you know, and always will for that. So what you're doing, okay, when you're sitting there, okay, when you're sitting there in your attack, you're sitting there, a hand comes towards you in whatever position, they're going to reach down towards your head or body, preferably. They're not going to reach down and try to grab your feet, are they, per se. If they do try to pull you by your feet or by the lower part of your chair for some reason, immediately go with that flow. If they're pulling, roll in, I would say. Because that's what I would do. If someone was pulling my hand or grabbing my hip or anywhere, I'll be going in with that flow and finishing them off. That's what I'm doing. If they're pushing me, the same thing. I'll be stepping back or using that, bringing them in. If someone's pushing me from the side, I would turn. So you can utilise your chair, as I say, to twist or get in position. So he grabs onto the hand or the side part there, you can actually twist that, grab his wrist and turn your chair very quickly, cracking the wrist, you know, where the whole elbow there, and things like that, put him off balance, wheeling with that, so like taking down, there's a table, so you might trip over that, smash his head. I'm trying to say, such a lot of different sort of combative things you can do, okay? Unbelievable, because all it is a mind, and you're putting that energy into your lower part, which is, don't forget that chair, that part of you there, you're utilising it, like we utilise the world, and you know, all the energy and feeling that. So you're sitting in that chair, okay, I hope this is a good video for everybody, I hope this series is okay for everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. You're sitting there, someone comes to grab your shoulder, your hair, whatever, you know, it's the same thing, right? Go with that flow. He grabs you and he's pulling you, and I say, you know what I'm saying, try to twist if you can, try and get the angle of that centre line. It's similar to Aikido and things like that. Go with the flow, with the elbows like raised higher, lower, wrist position. Go with that flow, what's really vulnerable for him. You feel he's falling. Study, by all means, don't just sit in your chair and say that, well, you know, I'm sitting down and this is it, you know. You must study the whole bodily structure of that person's balance coming from his feet, his legs, his whole root, his upper body, his angle, the side, where he's, you know, how he's leaning, and go with that. When something blocks to the side, move in. If you can roll in, roll in. You can turn and utilise that fair enough. But don't make it too mechanical and too robotic and hard. When he's coming in, you can grab that, you know, wrist, twist in a certain position, get it off, striking, things like that, you know. And you can use something to pick up and strike at long range, people have to do that, okay? You know what I mean? Things such as that, okay? But what I'm trying to say is don't be messing around trying to grab things to play around with to hit, and it doesn't do a lot of work, and the guy does a lot of damage to you. He pokes you in the eye or hurts you in such a bad way, you know, throws something in your eyes or something you can't see, you're in a lot of trouble there. Yeah. If someone puts a bag over your head, seriously, if someone puts a bag over your head or tries to suffocate you, or you've got to also have that reaction quickly to control and fight without you seeing. Train with like, if you have like a partner to train with like sticky hand or someone to train with a certain move and flow, we'll get onto that later on. You can actually work with your closed eyes and still work that, okay, that feeling, even with your shoulder, someone grabbing, you'll have to like, control that, different kind of locks. With your not relying on your vision, that's something you can work with too, okay? So looking at the hands, parry, back fist, grab, back fist, pull him into this yin and yang, in and out, see, in that, see, bam, see, all this coming in, over, block, and low, see, or over and high. See, working the hands together, you can work that flow without relying on your vision. Again, things such as, and you're breathing, as I say, don't get too, you know, calm down. Train yourself to be calm if you can. Meditate, and you're breathing. Don't let your heart beat, and you're pounding nervous. I know it's hard on that. And you're breathing, but don't be wasting energy shouting. It is not necessarily. They're not afraid of you anyway. They're coming to bully you. And I don't know what all that's about. I know that. So you need to be strong, and training to be strong. You know. So train to have a natural kind of feeling. You can feel the flow of the energy. It's like a game. When someone comes to attack you, it's just a game, his position, just play it, okay, let's spar now, you know, that's what I treat it like, it should be like. And then when you go with your strikes, you know, do it enough that's going to hurt him, and it's not going to hurt you, do worse, you've got to maintain the safety and peace of everything, you know. for yourself, especially. So when it's coming in, okay, that's that. Now, if someone's coming behind you, whatever, putting a bag on around your head, this is like very dangerous. Sometimes you've got to be ready for these kind of things, okay? And again, I've forgotten what I was just going to say to you now, but you see what I'm trying to say, things of that nature, okay? So going with the flow of whatever they're giving you as well is very important. Now, parries again, look at some parries, counters. Someone goes to punch me from that hand, from the right hand, okay? I've got my centre line here, okay, as I said before. Whatever's on that centre, I want to make sure I'm moving on and twisting him off the angle. If he's going down, bring it down. If he's going high, bring it high, but don't reach out. Just block it, parry off. It's not hurting you. If it doesn't touch you, it can't hurt you, my teacher said anyway. That's what one of my teachers said. If it comes to, if they're grabbing on you, great. Just go with their flow. And go with the energy of where they're falling. Now, if they're not falling, strike in the angle. Blocking, punch his gut or groin, he will be. If he's not, then follow up from there, and always follow up with more things until the whole thing is done. So don't go crazy and kill the person. Now the person's coming in, okay? Anyway, so they're grabbing onto you, it's the same as you're grabbing them. If you're grabbing them, if someone's grabbing you, you've got to go with the flow, as I say, and don't worry. If he gives you his hand, he's giving it. You know, if he gives you his life, goodbye. You know, you're not trying to take it from him. He's robbing himself. You know. Anyway, so he's wasting his energy. You've got to go with that flow. Someone comes to attack you with, let's say, that left hand. If it's away from my centre, if his left hand is on this side, I can simply block it open here and strike in. If it's the right hand, the same thing, he's trying to touch me more on this side, either swinging or coming straight, I can cover out. So I can block out this way, my wrist like swings of it, I can block out this way. Just this kind of motion and strike in with this hand. If it's coming on my centre, let's say his left hand is coming to my centre, my head or my body, I can parry it in. So here, you see, I can bring it down or I can bring it just across. If it's a high one, I can bring it across here or low, but be careful your groin and gut, because it's blocking to the side and striking through here. So you're onto a higher section here. So this one parries his hand to the side. For the other hand, it's the same thing. If his right hand is coming to my centre, I can block it to the side and strike through here. I can do this kind of one too if I wish to. Elbow might work. I'm able to block it and then grab across here on the elbow, things like on the wrist, and go into locks if I can, or things like that. And training like a Wing Chun. It's all that kind of Wing Chun. A lot of training is similar to Wing Chun here. All the crane stuff, karate, boxing, it'll all work if you know how to apply it. Again, so, you know, I can parry in and punch. I can parry in higher and punch, but don't go so widely like that. It's going to kick you before. Make sure it's natural, relax your shoulders, and just parry, you know. So parry blocks, okay, so outer blocks like that, and parry blocks to go on your centre, either going this way or that way, see, or to your shoulder or this shoulder. Now, if someone comes with their left hand, again, if it's not on your centre, it can't hurt you. That's what we say in like Wing Chun usually, okay? Wing Chun. If it's not on the centre, it can't hurt you. If the person's going to try to, you know, try to grab you with their left hand on this shoulder, say the person facing me, okay, the left hand holds me here, tries to grab it, it's okay, because it's like off my side anyway. I can just grab his elbow, he holds that with his wrist there, and start smacking and finishing him off and pulling him or whatever, twist my chair and he go flying that way, tripping him over, whatever it might be. I'll block it with my hand anyway and coming for that strike, like I just said, I'll block the elbow. Sometimes you've got to be careful, because when you're playing around with that wrist, trying to grab his wrist or block his wrist before it touches you, the elbow can still come in. But remember, okay, if you're starting, sometimes you must be careful. It's the same as stand-up. If you're spacing somebody, if somebody tries to hit me with either a swing or a straight punch, whatever, or grab, or whatever might be trying to grab me or strike me with their right hand, let's say, there, and I reach over to block that, okay, or I'm so bothered about using that hand there or here, whatever, see, his other hand can attack me here, which is the same as, stand up and sit down, right? It's the same as I'm putting myself in between, you know, his two hands, you see, so I'm putting myself between that two people is the same as, I'm fighting with this guy, another guy can come and hurt me from here. And if my back is open to another attack from here, not against the wall, I'm in more trouble. So I want to see all of my opponents in front of me, and better to be like, not corner yourself, but in a way call yourself to be able to see, you see, so you can see them all in line. So when I'm fighting this guy here, the other guy is not behind me, he is behind that guy. And I'm using him as a body shield, I'm using everything as a shield. When he comes in, I'm just going with the flow of the energy. It's not a dangerous thing. I'm just going with the energy of being there, not rushing and hesitating, or rushing into my moves. I'm going with his flow and using that to my advantage in seeing the whole picture and flowing with that. Okay, so these are some basics for you there. Again, lower blocks like things like that, you can parry not straight down, but if you want to be careful, block his hand to the side and just to the side there. This can hit on top, or palm, as I say, or chop, or things like that can be done. Okay, the same with this hand too. Back fists, okay? Palms in, things like that work also. And remember, okay, if he grabs your elbow, you can twist and grab his elbow. Same thing. If he grabs your wrist, you can grab that, his wrist. If he grabs your shoulder, you can grab his elbow, things like that, okay? Wrapping around, things like that. So utilise your motion to your waist if you can, or the whole chair also, okay, if you can do that. And as I said, opening it with two hands, pushing, okay, blocking down, be careful his head doesn't hit you, make sure you can control that head to the side, whatever, or strike if it's coming in. Utilise your elbows too, okay, if you can. If you are grabbing the wrist and pulling it, if you can utilise the elbow to strike, do that. Fair enough, strikes if you can do that, okay. Blocking up, as I say, higher ones and punching in, straight on the angle, not straight, slightly angle if you can, let the thing slip off. And sometimes you can utilise this chopping motion too, so it's really cracking or whatever comes, bam. But don't reach out, okay? Just boom, boom, boom. Make it sharp. If he blocks his fists on your hand or fingers on your elbow, he strikes, he's going to crack himself and hurt himself very badly too, okay? And good luck to him, you know what I mean? Flip him off with your good finger, you know what I'm saying, with your bad finger, okay? So whatever's coming in, as I say, you parry that. He's not only, you might be able to block his hand, and you might just pull it back and it'll mean nothing. So you block that and strike maybe, you might get a strike in, you might not. Block and be ready, don't go blindly, block and be ready, you can block against the other hand, so you're ready for the other hand. And again, you might, if he's coming with a lot of power to like lean over, which a lot of people will be trying to do, grab your push or try and hit maybe. Like if they come in, when you block that, he might be falling in anyway. So if you can, let's say he's coming to grab you anyway, let's say for another one, if he's coming in, you block with two hands on the outside. So that his two hands on that side. Let all of the danger pass. His 2 feet, his two hands, wherever it's going to be, let it be on the side. Don't, you know, sometimes you can put one hand, say block his hand away when it's coming up and block his hand out that way. And then one on the wrist, one on the elbow, things like that, cover to the side, to that side. Sometimes you can literally pull it in, yank that wrist and his elbow there, pull him right in. Twist it, he's falling that way, he'll fall that way. If he's twisted that way, as I said before, different kind of things, the elbow, he'll fall down that way. Lean him over there, whatever, shove him up, kick if you can, you know, things like that, okay, punch in the rib cage. Bam, whatever's going to do the best in the detail, but don't grab on and try and play with that arm. And he's got more power, you need to go with that play, you've got to understand the Tai Chi kind of element and this kind of thing that's in Tai Chi. When you come in, if you don't understand that, it's going to be hard, so you need to understand the flow, feel, just go with the energy. But don't play around in circles for too long and all this. Make sure you go, let danger pass, go in with your strike, let go, bang, you know, it's very important. He's coming in, you pull that down, his head's there, why are you playing with the arm still? You're not going to do much, just move that aside, yank it, bang, elbow, whatever's going to be, chop, smash, put a waste paper basket over his head, joking, you know, same thing, push him down, give him a nudge with your shoulder, bang to the side, you wheel away and go away. Okay? Train hard and stay safe. I'll stop this video here. Okay? I hope you're enjoying the series. More videos to come very soon. I hope these videos are good for now. There's going to be more videos very soon coming your way, okay? Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Keep an open mind, seated and standing, everyone out there, okay? And martial artists, be safe, train hard and stay safe. The time now has gone nearly 20 past midnight, okay? So Josh, okay, especially again, has inspired me this. Okay, thank you, Josh, okay, and Uncle Cal, I hope you've enjoyed this video, okay, these videos I've been doing so far. I promise you I will do, okay? Be safe, train hard and stay safe, okay? Kung Fu forever, okay? Martial arts forever on the heart. Thank you very much.